definition of hypersexual is damn near deviant, right? But that's not what I mean by it.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that I am not loosely associated to my sexuality or the understanding that, like, in my past that I've had a lot of sex, and it's been sometimes what's driven me. It's been an enjoyable portion of, past relationships. I clearly, like I said, I have the Talk Normal to Me podcast. So it resonates in the fact that I think it's one of the most sacred acts in the world, right? Sex. And the reason being is because the reproduction organs that we have, they were given to us for a sole purpose, and it is literally why we were birthed. It's literally to continue life, right? In a healthy, manageable way, to continue life. And those are the one things outside of every other organ on our body that don't have a functionality just for like movement or concentration and thinking, right? It literally is meant for reproduction. And so, unfortunately, the church or governments, laws have put stigmas and dismantled the notion of sex being pleasure and solely that. Sometimes it can just literally be physical. And you deserve that, right? Because we deserve to be happy. And if shit makes you feel good, do it. Technically, fuck it. Get it done. Yeah. You know what I mean? But at that same point, like, there's a reason why sex got some of its negative connotations. And that's because people didn't practice it healthy. They started being deviants. They started being predators. They started carrying on as if nothing mattered besides that, right?
So there was no meaning behind.
There was no meaning behind it. And so for me, I value, once again, all walks of life. And a lot of what leads to people being hated has a lot to do with their sexuality. And I open the door to anybody and everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even realize, but I mean, look at my damn cup. You know what I mean? It's like it's I wear my heart on my fist. And like I say that, like, it was literally a tattoo there. And then this is love, love. I've had this since college. It says love, love. I wear my heart on my fist. You break my heart, I break your face. I don't mean that in a physical manner. I mean, I'm a protector, and I will, trust me, I will triumphantly come back to take care of anything that has hurt any aspect of my life that isn't, that I care about deeply. And so when it comes to sexuality and being hypersexual, I practiced being abstinent once. It wasn't necessarily, because I wanted to. It was because I was kind of fucked up at the time. Like, my ex-girlfriend broke up with me, and I thought that was the solution, was like, let that go. And that was when I started, like, learning who I am really. Like, this is back like 31 years old. And I did that for a year, like, legit, like, was like, yo, shut that part of you down and see what other aspects of you, like, grow and conquer. But at that point, I realized that's not necessarily what would get me somebody, a partner. You know what I mean? Me getting a partner is being well-rounded and, like, mentally healthy, emotionally available. And I say that because obviously there were circumstances that led to me and Mumin no longer being together. And it didn't play out exactly the way it sounds on the show, or how, I don't like blaming editing for a lot, but like, they, we know they edit the shit out of this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You see how much I talk right now. You think I only said 2 minutes worth of conversation? You know what I mean?
I need to ask a question.
Go for it.
Because you said something, yeah, and I don't want the audience to take it and run with it.
I'm not even looking at comments, so tell me.
Oh no, it's not just. It's not just. I just want them to run with anything, right? Because it could. So you said the door is open. You talked about sexuality.
I'm a cisgender heterosexual male. I don't have any homosexual pleasures whatsoever, if that's what we're getting at.
Yes, because I wanted to shut that down. Do you know what I mean?
Daddy loves women, and daddy wants to be. I call myself daddy because I want children. I can only do that one way.
Okay, fantastic.
You guys, so I just wanted to come and touch on this interview between Little Black Book and Frank yesterday from Ready to Love. So Frank, he interviewed with Crystal already. And like I said, he was the one spilling the Zinfandel and the Ripple. And, he was doing that again this time, because now he's saying that he was driving Phil and Sidney around, telling them they should be together or something to that effect. And so it just kind of came to me like, Frank is the common denominator to all the drama, right? That's kind of how I feel about it. You're saying that producers told you guys not to have events while you're filming, and he had an event anyway, right? And then things happen, and now you're out here telling us about it. So it's funny to me that he is trying to act as if he don't recognize that he is the drama. He's the drama, and he's also the common denominator, it sounds like, to a lot of other drama that was going on beyond his own. I didn't understand why he's saying, I get it, someone was harmed, and he developed some trauma behind that. But then he said he ran into her at an event, right? Didn't he say something about he ran into her? When is Labor Day? I think he said he ran into her at an event right before the reunion. But yet you never could contact her for a one-on-one. You never could just contact her just to hold conversation. And so I don't know. It sounds like Little Black Book is not really kind of getting into things as much as he was seasons before. And so he just kind of let him talk. I had my arms folded. I was tickled by a lot of the comments because people were pretty much voicing what I was thinking as well. But yeah, and then this whole thing about the peach, like, yeah, you could get that peach, Frank. Trust and believe. That peach Sidney could easily pass it to you. Okay? I'm waiting to hear Zadia and Naeem in their interviews and to give them the opportunity to tell their side of things, because Zadia posted that people are not telling, there may be exaggerations on what happened in some of these incidents. And so I don't really want to get off into all of that. But let me know what you guys thought about his interview if you watched it yesterday. And I'm going to play another clip where he was trying to then blame the Brown Girl Squad for kind of causing friction between him and Mumeem. And that's why I said, not only did their lifestyles not add up, but then she's also friends with these people that you claim that you don't care for, and you voiced the fact that you didn't care for them on camera, right? So I thought that was kind of telling as well. And then they're trying to make it sound as if this show is authentic, but I don't really think the show is authentic just based on the fact of some of this stuff. People were trying to set up, they were playing the game to figure out how they all could get down to the end and kind of knock that other squad out. The other clique, which is Zadia, Cornelius, Camille, Naeem, Shiloh, right? And so that's what happened. So Phil moved from Shiloh to someone else because of Shiloh's connection with Zadia and Camille. Do you guys get it now? Are you picking up on some of the stuff that's kind of coming out? That's kind of what I'm taking from it. But you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. We're going to play what he had to say about the Brown Girl Squad and how it was affecting his ability to get to know Mumeem. But Mumeem do not live with Camille. She don't live with Zadia. If you really want one-on-one time with her, why not just say, I want one-on-one time with you without your friends? And she was either going to say, I'm okay with that or not, right? But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.
There was some distance that I started to show then, but it wasn't personal towards her. It was literally just like me not, having the time to like really like cope with everything that happened, right? Mm-hmm. From then we have the white party, right? Which Carrington throws. So this is the next weekend because this is Labor Day weekend. Carrington throws an all white party. We all meet up, we go out. This is the issue. You still have people who still are holding animosity, still getting aggressive, still pointing fingers in people's faces, still running up on people while we're all trying to have a good time. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go into further details.
I know you're talking about. Before you get to that part.
Yeah.
As these parties are now, because you guys have now finished filming, I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, right? You're now having parties and everything like that. At this point, are you going to have the time to be able to see if Mameen be able to go out with Mameen then? Because if you guys are seeing each other at parties, the obvious question is going to be, well, if you can see each other at parties, then obviously now you guys can actually see each other outside the show.
Outside of the show.
Yeah, go for walks and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you. So
yeah,
I would love to do that. I set up the notions of like dates that we should go on, like like go to specific art galleries, go to the botanical gardens, go just let me go with her to church. These are all my intentions that I've verbalized to her and she's agreed upon. But every day when there's a conversation of what we're doing, oh well, Zadi and Camille said they want to do this, and Zadi and Camille said they want to do that, and so Cornelius is coming. And then I talked to Phil. I love all, like I can't be with y'all every day. Even my closest friends I've had since I was, a kid, I don't see them every day. And you have to understand there's another portion of it.
Wait, pause before we get to the next part.
Yeah.
I heard it, but I want to make sure we got it correctly.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that when you're now, with all best intentions, trying to now set up dates between you and Mameen separately as a solo thing.
Brown Girl Squad is all up in my mix. It is what it is, man. And that's the truth. And I swear to God by it. So check it. I'm still being a soldier about it. But this is what you have to understand.
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
I protected a lot of people's energy on this show. There are scenes when we're there where the real issue, and I'll just only throw this caveat out, the real issue that was, for some reason, it showed Aisha and Zadi and Camille. But it was Sidney, Aisha, or Sidney, Zadi, and Camille. That was the real issue on this show. And there were levels of something that never gets discussed on Black TV, on any level of reality show, and that's colorism. And the shit showed up. And me and Dante had multiple dialogues where I started them because I was just realizing how much this was affecting people. And we would go off onto at the retreat, we would go out to the Get Out Plantation walkway and have full-on dialogues with cameras in our face, but not because we wanted to, because this is something that needs to
be. Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.